Hey cruisers, it's live stream night. How is everybody doing? It's great to have you all here. I see we have a nice little crowd. It's a smaller crowd tonight, so I'm just going to shout everybody out who's here. We've got Bobby, Larry, Stacy, Bill, Cheryl, Chris and Topher from Joyful Wanderer. We've got Hai Chi in the house, Cheryl, Bill. Did I catch everybody? I think I actually did. Hi Karen, I see you just popped in too. How is everybody doing? Hi, Raiders fan. I see you there. I see you. It's good to have everyone here. So we're going to have a little fun tonight. We're going to answer some cruise questions and hang out a little bit. Hi, Mary Ellen. Mary Ellen, I just saw you over on Dave and Brandy's little premiere of their cool Alaska shore excursion. I've always wondered about that shore excursion, and I saw it and I popped in from it. That looks really fun. Hi, Zen Kukuji. Hi, Paula. Jean, you did make it. Kim from Indiana is here. La Mecha, how are you? Good to have everyone here. Oh, that's great. That's great, Chris. Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you. We've got a first timer in the house, guys. Please join me in welcoming Gordon Varney. Hi, Gordon. What is up? How are you doing, my friend? Gordon, were you on Regal Princess? Your name is really familiar. I feel like you might have commented on one of our videos recently saying you were on the same cruise. Was that you? Tell me if it was you. Elizabeth and Charles are here. Yay, Bill, it's your day off. Hi, Deborah, welcome. All right, as I always love to do, if you are part of our Patreon community, patreon.com/cruisetipstv, our wonderful backstage crew, as we call ya, please type crew in the chat so that I can say hello to you specifically. Our backstage crew has a ton of fun, guys. Our Patreon community has two major things that we do. Number one, we have a Discord channel. I guess that's what you call them. My son made me do it. I'm just kidding. I actually really like it, but he did make me do it. He's like, Mom, you need a Patreon. You need a Discord for your Patreon members. It integrates with Patreon. It's so cool. So anyway, we have a Discord channel where we can chat it up anytime, and we have Zoom calls about once a month. Sometimes it's like every 5 weeks, every 6 weeks, but about once a month we have a Zoom call where we can chill. Some people turn their cameras on, some people just listen. We chat about different things. It's really fun. So if you want to support our cruise loving little family, you can always join in that way. It's really, really fun. All right, let's see who else is in the house. We've got Deborah from Australia. Very cool. Hi, Deborah. Nice to have you here. Oh my goodness. So sorry, Gordon. Gordon's like, why are you calling me out? I wasn't on Regal Princess. So, Gordon, I know there must have been another Gordon who told me they were there. All right, let's see who our backstage crew is here in the house. We've got Mike and Cheryl, of course, and Cheryl, both of them. KS is here, also known as Kathy. I will remember now. Hi, Kathy. Joyful Wanderer says, crew. Carrie Bradley's here. Mary Ellen is definitely in the backstage crew. And we've also got Bill Bayungo, Karen Clay, Charles and Elizabeth, of course, Heather Lee, who's also a wonderful travel agent, by the way. Awesome, you guys. And Holly, of course. I'll keep an eye on more of those coming in. But let's answer some cruise questions. We had a cruise question come in a little earlier, and I love that Stacy typed this out in the very beginning of the live stream. She wrote question in the front. If you can do that, that's always helpful. She said, hey, going on a cruise to Alaska, 25th wedding anniversary, what line should I do? And so I asked Stacy, which line do you normally go on? And she said Royal Caribbean, but she's open. So this gets a little bit tricky. I think we should all vote. We should write Stacy and then tell her which line we think we should do, because I think we're all going to have some different opinions. You know, it could be that some of us are going to say, Stacy, because you've only been on Royal Caribbean and you might like Royal Caribbean, you should stay with Royal Caribbean, because that's often what we'll recommend. But if it's a 25-year wedding anniversary and you're looking to do something a little bit more special, depending on your budget, I might go a different direction with it. I'm personally, Mike says, crew is in the house. Yes, you is. I might say Princess or Holland America, because you're going to have fewer children. You're still going to have kids for sure. It's family travel season, summer, right? But it's going to be a little bit more of a refined experience, probably a little bit better food. And then things like the pools and hot tubs, might be a little bit more plentiful and less crowded because those ships aren't designed, they're designed with larger, generally speaking, pools. Believe it or not, Royal Caribbean's pools are kind of small. So if you like hot tubs, pools, and things like that for Alaska and kind of a more traditional Alaska experience, I would go that direction. Now, if you can afford a luxury line, go start looking at Seabourn for Alaska. I cannot stress enough how absolutely magical it is for a special occasion. They do have cruise deals. It may not be easy to find them, but if you're diligent and you keep trying and you think, okay, maybe I was going to book a suite on Princess or Holland America, you might find it's worth it, Stacy. So that's kind of what I think. Other people are sort of weighing in the chat and talking about their preferences, but I'm going to say Princess, Holland America, or Seabourn really, really do it beautifully. So yeah. Okay, let's see if we have any other questions coming in just yet. Oh, Heather, that sounds so good. Wow, 60th wedding anniversary? There's something to be said for that. Gordon Varney says, when is the best time of year to go to Alaska? So Gordon, I have a full website article on this that I will put in the chat for you so that you can reference it, but I'm going to tell you my thoughts and go into detail right now too. I just want you to have that article. Let me just find it for you. Let me get that. What's the best time to cruise to Alaska? Okay, so I've got some considerations in here for you. I'm going to put those in the chat right now for you, Gordon, but I will answer your question and tell you there's a lot to consider. Okay, here's that article. But with Alaska, there's factors like weather, there's factors like crowds, there's factors like price, and there's factors like wildlife. Okay, so here's what you're going to get in each of these sort of the zones. So the cruise season in Alaska is April through October now, with most people cruising between May and August, May, June, July, and August, okay? So in April, you're gonna have the lowest rates, snow-capped mountains still, chilly weather, okay? In May, you're still gonna have really good prices, a little bit of snow-capped mountains here and there. Oddly enough, May is actually very sunny, which is interesting. You would think it wouldn't be, but it is. I'm going to tell you, spoiler alert right now, early season is my favorite time to cruise to Alaska. I've been to Alaska many, many times, and the times I've gone in May have always been sunny and gorgeous, and the times I've been in late August have always been rainy and cold. There's a couple downsides to May, fewer wildlife spottings in May. Additionally, in May, you could have the glacial passages be a little extra icy and not be able to get into places like Tracy Arm Fjord. So, June, July, August, more crowded, more kids, more expensive. Ports are going to be more crowded, but more wildlife and, still not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Hi, Scotty. How are you doing? Good to see ya. Okay, let's see here. Bill Bayango said, looking at 2 singles cruises for next Halloween's, my options are Mexican Riviera on Discovery Princess or the Caribbean on Icon of the Seas. You're asking me that for a single cruise question? Was that Bill that typed that question? Honestly, Bill, I'm going to go with Discovery Princess. I'm not going to go necessarily with Icon of the Seas. Icon of the Seas, I mean, if you want to go cruise with a whole bunch of families and be in that environment, yes. But I actually think Discovery Princess would be fantastic for solo. And there is someone here who I believe has cruised solo on Discovery. Scott Fairs, you've cruised solo on Discovery, right? How is it? Would you do that or Icon of the Seas, Scotty? Tell us. Okay. Larry Glenn says, question, we're doing the return cruise on Regal Princess to Fort Lauderdale in March. Any good excursion suggestions for Tortola? Well, I have a vlog coming for you for that one. We actually vlogged our excursion for once. We did Joost Van Dyke with Princess. It was, you took a boat over to another island, which is called Joost Van Dyke, and then you take this very treacherous little mountain vehicle over to this beach, and you can hang out there, have a casual lunch like Burger's Dogs, not fancy, swim in the sea, walk down to the Soggy Dollar, buy a painkiller, have the whole experience. I will tell you that the weather was really bad for us, and it rained and it poured, and there was no shelter at the place where they put us up, and it was a little pricey for what you got, like amenities wise. I think it was like $170 excursion, and you were eating a burger and a hot dog. With that said, it was a really great day. I do recommend it. Now, the really great thing to do in Tortola is to go to the baths at Virgin Gorda. That was the first thing we did when we went to Tortola years ago. And if you are physically able to walk the path down to the baths and explore around down there, it's really amazing. It is a bit physical though. So you got to be able to walk an uneven path and then walk yourself back up a hill. And once you're down there, you're climbing over rocks and ladders and in the ocean and all that crazy stuff. So those are some fun things to do for Tortola. Joost van Dyke, which again, you're leaving the island, right? There's also fun things to do there. Lulu Moini said, Lululemon, Lulu. I'm just going to call you Lulu. Lulu said, I just booked 11-night Alaska cruise for May next year on Princess. What should I pack? Oh, Lulu, I have got you so covered, darling. I have got you so covered. So I've got a full what to pack for Alaska, Alaska packing do's and don'ts. I have got everything you could ever want to help you pack for Alaska. I'm going to drop our Alaska packing do's and don'ts article in here for you, Lulu, and I'm going to tag you. Lulu, here you go. But let me tell you what you do and don't want to pack for Alaska. Of course, we love this topic. It's probably one of my favorites. So you're thinking about Alaska, you're thinking cold, like chilly, snowy, snow-capped peaks. So not so much in the summertime. Yeah, it's going to be cool. By the way, I put a packing list in there for you too. You can have your own Alaska packing list for free. It's right there. It's not always like that though. You do need layers. You're going to be wearing jeans, hoodies, and a light rain jacket a lot of the time, but you also need to pack one pair of shorts. You need to pack t-shirts because it could get warm. There could be 80-degree days in Alaska, not joking. So unless you're cruising in October or late September, always a possibility that you could have some sun. You also need to pack a swimsuit, some good comfortable walking shoes. You don't necessarily need hiking boots unless you're hiking. Okay, so the rest of it you're going to find in the article I put in there for you. We have tons of videos on it, but this is probably our most popular website article ever of all time is our Alaska packing do's and don'ts. So I think you're going to love it. Bill Bayungo said, I've already done a solo cruise on Discovery Princess to Alaska. It was amazing. Scotty said, Icon is too big. Discovery for her size. He likes how the guest count is lower than other ships of the same size. Bam! Scott just hit on the thing that my husband and I have been talking about for the last week. No more of this crowded business. I do not want to feel like I'm in a sardine can. Give us guest space ratio, right, Scott? Lulu said, I was on the Alaska cruise from San Francisco, but that's when the ship hit the dock. Oh my word, I remember that, Lulu. I love that sail away though. Yikes, that sounds like it was probably a little bit traumatic. How scary. You guys, I forgot to make my cocktail. Hello, I told all of you what cocktail I was going to make, and then I didn't do it. It's not very nice. Let's go make our cocktail. Here we go. So we're going to make the apple cider margarita from our website. It is in the description of this video, but let's mix this sucker up. So I've got a cocktail shaker here. I'm going to pour in some ice. This reminds me of the days when we were in the middle of the pandemic and all we could do was stay home and make cocktails because there was no cruising. Okay, so we're gonna put ice, we're gonna put some apple cider in. We're going to put some gold tequila in. Now you're supposed to put some kind of orange liqueur like Cointreau or something, and I don't have it, so I just brought some little tangerines, and I'm actually putting freshly squeezed tangerines in there, tangerine juice, and then we're going to shake it up and we're not going to spill it. And then I have my margarita glass rimmed with cinnamon sugar all ready. So let me shake, 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 and then we will pour, 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 and get back to answering more cruise questions. Can I multitask? Was I ever a bartender? Yes and no. I can multitask. I was never a bartender. I could be though. But I was a hostess at a restaurant and I was really good at it. People liked me. And I got recruited away to be a babysitter for a family that I absolutely loved. It changed my life. Okay, all right, there we go, guys. Apple cider margarita just in time for the holiday season. Isn't that fun? Cheers, everybody. Oh, that looks refreshing. All right. Mmm. Oh, mercy. Gold tequila, 1800. Oh, yeah. That'll do it. So yummy on a Tuesday night, right? All right. Did I see Seth is in the house? Hi, Seth. What is up? Ooh, I like it. Okay. Aw. Why don't you... Did I hear that Wendy is here? In Discovery. Scott says, not only that, in the Discovery, there are many locations to sit and chat with friends over a few drinks, 25 sailings, but she's getting too loud to relax. So what he's saying, and I'm going to say it for you, is Carnival Panorama, or Carnival, is a little bit busy these days. So, yeah, cheers, guys. Thank you so much. Oh. Okay, Deborah Party said, going on Quantum of the Seas through Royal Caribbean, never been on this ship before, any tips? Ooh, I've heard Quantum is a really great ship, kind of a different layout from some of the other ships that I've been on, certainly. But what you could do is watch some ship tours on YouTube to get familiar with it. I'm not super familiar with the offerings on there. But, yeah, anybody have any Quantum of the Seas tips for Deborah? We'd love to help you out, Deborah. Without a doubt. Okay, Lamesha said, shake, shake, shake. Yes, indeed. Cheryl said COVID cocktail parties were the best. They were pretty great. Do you remember the first cocktail we made, Cheryl? It was the Quarantini. We actually took emergency packets and mixed them with vodka. Do you guys remember when that was a thing? It was a thing. It was totally a thing to make Quarantinis. My colleagues at work bought me a glass that said Quarantini on it. I was like, oh man, what is life coming to? I was trying to figure out why everybody was typing NNN in the chat. I was like, what is NNN? And I saw that Nancy is here. Nautical Nurse Nancy must be what NNN is. There it is. Hi, girl. Good to see you. That is so funny. Hi, Dave and Brandy. Good to see you. Well, this is fun. Dave and Brandy, you guys, they also have some YouTube content. And I actually when I was putting on my makeup right before this, I put my makeup on at the end of the day today because I was like, it was like a working kind of day at my desk. I actually stumbled upon Dave and Brandy's premiere of their Bering Sea fishing Alaska shore excursion. It was really great. So thanks for saying hi to me in your chat, Dave and Brandy. That was really fun. Okay, Charles said for Quantum of the Seas, they went on Anthem of the Seas, sister ship, such nice ships, and feel like a celebrity ship under the Royal Caribbean brand. Really, Charles? That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. Jim, you remember the Quarantini? Oh, yeah. So good. That was a good time. Okay, any other questions coming in? Start typing them in, you guys. Oh. So did I miss Wendy, you guys? Did Wendy leave or is she still here? I need to find out what Wendy's YouTube username is. Maybe I just missed her completely. I saw somebody in Wendy T in here, but I wouldn't have known that was Wendy. So we got to figure this out. You guys let me know if Wendy resurfaces so I can give her some love. Okay. All right. No more questions, you guys? All right. Okay, well then let's do this. Let's find out. Let's ask everybody really quickly because it's still nice and early. What is your next cruise ship? Just type in the name of the ship. You don't have to put when it is or dates or days. You can, but I want to know what ship everybody's going on next. I'm curious to know what everybody's up to. So type it in real quick and let me see. I want to read off a couple of them and see what everybody's up to. On our Patreon the other night, our Patreon Zoom call, I was telling the Backstage crew that I want to cruise out of Galveston, and we were taking a vote on all the different ships cruising out of Galveston. There's good choices. You've got like Harmony of the Seas, you've got Norwegian Prima, you've got Carnival Breeze, Carnival Jubilee, Carnival Dream, and then of course there's Disney as well. And then I think there's going to be some more later, and Regal Princess, but we just got off Regal Princess. So it's been an interesting. We haven't booked anything, but we've been kind of having some fun with it. All right, let's see where everybody's going. Joyful Wanderer going on Viva, Holly, Enchanted Princess. Okay, I like this. I'm going to keep an eye on these, and I see that we've got some questions coming in, so I'll answer them and watch these kind of as we go. Oh, I see a couple Carnival Vistas in there. Ms. Mary and Kimberly going on Vista. Okay. All right, Scotty says, first-timer tips for the Mediterranean, looking to book the Sun Princess. Oh, good choice. Okay, so it depends on what time of year you're going, but if you're going in the summer, expect for it to be very, very hot. People are often surprised by how hot the Mediterranean is in the summer. Super comfortable walking shoes for day, Scott, like sneaker type things are probably good. I would say if you're doing a first time, you might want to do the Western Med, you know, the Rome, Italy, maybe even Malta situation, that kind of route, Barcelona. It's a good starter, and then you could kind of work into some of the other ones, the Greek Isles, the Eastern, the Northern European ones. But yeah, Sun would be a really good starter for you. There's a lot of very long cruises on Sun, I've noticed, Sun Princess. So yeah, interesting. Jim said, question, any update on when the new Princess app will be released? I don't know when it will be released. If anybody has any inside information on that, let me know, but I haven't heard about it. In fact, I just heard about it from some of our Patreon members who heard about it, and then I was speaking to another content creator today who knows about it, so I feel like I was kind of the last to know about it, but interesting. Teresa G said, if you go as a solo cruiser on Princess, do you have to pay as if there are 2 people in your cabin? Most of the time you do have to pay a single supplement, but sometimes they'll do a special where you can get that waived. But I would connect with a good travel agent. Lamecha said, question, thinking of going on Royal Wonder of the Seas for 2025, hoping it opens this week, 2 adults and a 5-year-old, debating a room with a balcony or greater. What would I recommend? Yeah, definitely with a balcony. If there's any way you could do a mini suite with a kid, Lamecha, the space is always wonderful, but it is expensive. Now, the nice thing about Wonder of the Seas is because Icon is coming out, maybe we'll see the prices drop a little, who knows? But yeah, for sure, balcony. I would do an ocean view balcony, honestly. The boardwalk view are great. The Central Park view, nice. But an ocean view is really special. So yeah. Julie H said, what is there to do at Coco Key that is not swimming? Okay, so it sounds like you probably don't want to do the water park either. You could lounge by the beach. You could get a pass to the Cocoa Beach Club and just go chill for the day and enjoy the restaurants. There's a lot of good food there. Cocoa Beach Club has good restaurants, and then Hideaway Beach is opening soon too, I believe too. So that's an option. You could also do Up and Away, the hot air balloon. You could do zip lining, or you could just chill on a lounger all day. But it is very beachy. There's not a lot of indoor space. In fact, there's only like covered outdoor space. I don't think there's any indoor venues other than slightly indoor at Cocoa Beach Club, I think. Holly Air said the new app was supposed to be out December 1, but it's delayed. Old app will work until February. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate the data. I did not know this. Good stuff. Okay, so is Wendy back? Oh, okay. So is that you, Wendy T? Oh my gosh, she's a woman of few words. So let me tell you guys who Wendy is, because if those of you who do not know Wendy or haven't worked with Wendy before, Wendy is actually our very dear friend, and she is our travel advisor partner, meaning that we refer our audience to her, and she and her team help to book cruises for our audience. So what we've done is we made a website with Wendy where you guys can do like a cruise search on her website. And it's actually just a really cool site to search. If you're wanting to do like price comparisons on cruises, I just put it in the chat. Go to the website and just go to cruise search. And then you're going to have a lot of fun plugging in your information on the right, like what destination do you want to start from, what date do you want to cruise, and then you can just search and it's going to show you all the cruise lines cruising from that destination. So hi Wendy, how are you? Good to see you, babe. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, I popped that website in there. Yes, we have a lot of customers, a lot of Wendy's customers, Wendy and her team's customers here in the chat. I know that Charles and Elizabeth have booked with Wendy. I think Raiders fan has as well. Larry, that sounds like a wonderful cruise. Round trip from Rome. I like round trip from Rome, and I also like Rome to Barcelona. Those are awesome. Hi, Favor. Nice to see you. Say hi to Robert for me. You guys all already know Life with Favor, but we had the pleasure of meeting her and Robert on Regal Princess. They are the sweetest people in the entire universe, and we would bump into each other at the funniest times, and I was never wearing makeup, and I always told Favor, I was like, oh God, I'm sorry. You're seeing me at 6 a.m. in the coffee bar again, like sneaking an almond croissant. So funny. So Scott, Michelle said the Mediterranean was great in October. That's a good tip. Yeah, that's a really nice time of year to go, because then you sort of get like the cooler weather and you get the lesser crowds, I think. So, all right, guys, we're going to stay on for 5 more minutes. Let me know what questions you might have. If there's anything you are wondering about, I'd be more than happy to answer. Thank you, Favor. That's so sweet. All right. Beachy Mama said at Coco Key, Captain Jack's has a live band you can sit and listen to. Zip lining for an extra fee. Hot air balloon. Yes, I love that. Bucky Bucket, you wanted to do a princess cruise from New York to Greenland. What is the ocean like? You get MDDS. Oh, dear Lord. You get that? Oh, my goodness sakes. Okay, well, I don't know if I would do any, Bucky. I'm not sure I would do any crossings. Maybe, honestly, you know what's really nice is Alaska is actually one of the more calm destinations, unless you're going in like October. Again, maybe May to Alaska instead. I don't want your MDDS getting aggravated. So that might be something that you would want to do instead. So, oh, that's good, Marty. I'll have to check those out. It's been so many years since I've been there. I want to watch that. Okay, very cool, you guys. It looks like we're all caught up on questions. Everybody good? All right, is everyone still enjoying this time, this live stream time? Are we liking the 6:30 on Tuesdays? We had a pretty good crew last Thursday night as well. A lot of you guys seem to have been enjoying that too. I kind of had a feeling, Wendy, that was not the Wendy. I wasn't getting that vibe, but it's okay. Somebody thought that you were her, and that's because they love her, and now they think very highly of you. That's okay. Jim said, question uncruise related. How's Junior adjusting to Texas life? You hope well. He's a good kid. He's such a good boy. He's doing really well. He's going to be 15 next weekend, or this weekend. It's a big birthday time. He's gotten involved in things like sports and music and stuff, which is always really great, right? When you start getting involved in those things in your area, we're finally getting to that point where we're like, okay, we're getting involved in things, and he loves it, and he loves the land. He likes working the land with Daddy, and taking care of everything. He's a good kid. I think as time goes on too, he's gonna be able to do even more and have even more hand in it. He likes getting out there on that big old lawnmower and having some fun. Deborah, wow, 12 p.m. in Australia. Javaholic Jones said, how would you compare your recent Asian cruise with the limited Western population of cruisers versus your North America-based voyages? Oh. See, this is hard because they're really our favorite cruises on the planet. So anytime we do Asia, especially on Diamond Princess, obviously, because that's like our happy place. It's like our favorite thing in the whole world. It's magical. It's absolutely wonderful. The people on this cruise, there was way more of a Japanese population this time than there were in 2018. Did we go in 2017 or 18? That cruise in December was way more of a mix of European, Japanese, Asian, Malaysian, Southeast Asian, right? This time it was heavily Japanese. And I think the reason for that is because it was festival season. So these people know where all the festivals are around their country, and they want to go by sea to catch them all. And it was phenomenal. They're the most respectful, wonderful people, and it is absolutely our idea of the perfect cruise. So we love it. It's fabulous. And of course, all of the staff and crew speak English. I mean, 100% of the crew's experience is English speaking, but they have 2 cruise directors. So they have one Japanese cruise director and one North American or Australian or European or, English or whatever cruise directors there right now. It's Natalie, and she's from Australia. But you're going to have a North American cruise experience with Japanese touches and a Japanese population, and it's just phenomenal. I know, Jim, he can drive early in this state. They can drive early, and I think he's going to be interested in that. So we'll get him educated. Very, very formal education program for drivers in Texas. Julie H says, anyone know if Royal has multiple escape rooms or just one? I love escape rooms. Wondering if, I don't know, Julie. Maybe we could get somebody to type Julie and we can get escape room information. Life with Favor says, I remember your first Asian cruise. Everything was so beautiful and you guys were so happy. It was so amazing. And December was a cool time to be there too, Favor, because it was so much cooler. August was excruciatingly hot. I mean, I was just dying the whole time. Like my head felt hot. I was just sweating through my clothes. Really, really hot. Mila Kovalchuk said, hi, Sherry, what do you recommend for food on embarkation day on Carnival Radiance? Maybe something like Guy's Burgers. If you get on early, the buffet probably wouldn't be too bad, but I would do poolside eats on day 1 and maybe pop into the buffet and check it out, Mila. Yeah, that's probably fun. Thanks for the birthday wishes for Junior Raiders fan. I appreciate that. Hi, Bear Bull Cruisin'. Got some more crew in the house, huh? All right. Thank you. Life with Favor said, Julie, only 1 escape room. Thank you very much for that favor. Aw. Hi, Kimberly. Nice to see you. Thanks, Megan. I know. It's crazy. I think we're caught up on questions, you guys. So we're going to bounce over to Amazon after this. And we're going to be on Amazon Live. For those of you who have been there before, you know what it's all about. You know what it's like. For those of you who haven't been over there before, Amazon Live is an interactive shopping experience. It is a live stream shopping experience. And typically after our live streams, we go over to Amazon and we talk about travel gear and also some home fashion and beauty. I have a few cruise outfits that I'm going to be showing tonight that I wore on my last few cruises, just to give you guys a teaser. The GoPro is on sale. The 11 creator bundle is on sale. That's in the carousel over there. So if you guys want to continue the party, you can come hang out with us. We'll be live over there in about 5 minutes. Bill, I'm so excited for you to be going over there. That's awesome. Very cool. Michelle said the Amazon Lives are super fun, and we love having you there with us, Michelle. Thank you. Joyful Wanderer said, Mila, go to Shaq's Big Chicken on Radiance. Danny D said, do you or anyone else know when Celebrity or Royal will release their Asia cruises in May 2025? I would watch for them in about May. I'm thinking 12 months in advance. So I'd say start looking for them March, and hopefully by May they'll be released. Maybe even sooner, Danny D. Maybe even sooner. You're so funny, Jim. Thank you. Megan said, love the back-to-backs. Yes, Santa is watching. Jim said to hit that thumbs up button. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for being here with us. We'll see you again next Tuesday. Same time, same bat place. But we'll be on Amazon Live between now and then, and we'll have some new YouTube content coming out for you this week. Until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Bye.
Cruiser of the week.
Hey,